Welcome to Wednesday's show, another day of just some unsettled air and conditions that have resulted in numerous scattered showers and a few thunderstorms. We saw some pretty good ones last evening, just as I showed you on local Doppler radar before I left, almost on cue, and we've seen that same scenario today. Not so much lightning and thunder that I've heard, at least personally, in the downtown area, and I have not gotten out of this half-mile radius all day long, so a bit of a narrow window. Nevertheless, conditions like that are being seen all over the viewing area, and we'll talk about that and how they're going to continue and when they might let up. We have a lot of ground to cover tonight in regards to a lot of things that are happening. A lot of our students are returning from or on the road doing some big things. We'll wish them well and hopefully have some follow-ups very soon. And a lot of other things to pass along to you before I leave you for this evening. Trail days. I do want to touch on that first, however. That's in Johnson County, of course. It's their third annual event, and they're doubling down on this one, so to speak, compared to the last two successful trail days. Nevertheless, I do want to mention two other headlines before we go any further. The first, a court appearance just earlier today involving an Eastern Kentucky couple related to one of the three cases that they are involved with at this time. Related to this one, traffic violations. However, the same couple whose home was raided in Moorhead, the owners of a drug rehabilitation clinic or set of clinics or facilities in several Kentucky cities. John and Myra Elam of Edgewater Recovery Services and of the Moorhead area, with facilities in Pikeville, Flemingsburg, Paducah, and Moorhead, were arrested several weeks ago on traffic-related charges, just literally a few days after the Department of Justice announced an official $2.2 million agreement settlement with the Edgewater Recovery businesses over False Claims Act violations. They were in court today in Bath County to plead guilty to DUI charges for John Elam and public intoxication charges for Myra Elam, both pleading guilty to those counts today, related to being stopped in Bath County after complaints by other motorists. They, however, remain in the Round County Detention Center, each on a $150,000 cash bond, with the next court appearance set for the 19th of this month in Round County. That court appearance, of course, is related to them each facing 13 counts of possessing matter of a minor under the age of 12 in a sexual performance, and 2 counts over 12 but under 18, and Mr. Elam being charged with being a convicted felon in possession of a handgun. Both being in the Round County Detention Center after their home was raided by state and officials at the end of last month after an undercover Internet Crimes Against Children investigation showed that a device inside their residence was used to get online and access an account that showed minors and sexual performances, with arrest citations and other documents indicating that the couple were actually associated or involved with some of the material of the minors. Whether you've got a new ride and you want it to stand out in the crowd, or you want your current ride to look and feel like a new one, no one does lifts, wheels, and tires better than Conley's. Stop in now for spring tire specials, free quotes, and 0% financing, or log on to conleytire.net. Get ready, because the 21st annual Magoffin County Community Day is coming up Saturday, August 17th in Ramey Park, and tickets, as always, are just $10, and kids 12 and under get in free, and those $10 tickets still get you into one of the greatest bluegrass shows anywhere and a chance to win a car. And this year, we've got Rhonda Vincent and the Rage, Larry Sparks, Dave Atkins Band, Turning Ground, Randy Maloney and Friends, Aaron Grace Rudd, Black Powder Express, Eddie Jenkins and the 606 Sound, Terry Miller and Traveler, and your MC, CJ the DJ. Get your tickets now at either location of the Sagersville National Bank.
Atrial fibrillation is one of the more common rhythms we see.
AFib is an arrhythmia of the heart where the top part of the heart is beating erratically and out of sync with the bottom part of the heart.
The electrophysiology service is made up of a team of healthcare providers, and that includes an electrophysiology lab where we're able to do procedures to help repair heart rhythm problems. When a patient becomes heart rhythm free, it can really restore their life.
ARH, more for Appalachia.
Thanks to you, Fraser's Prater Drug has been voted #1 in customer satisfaction with Good Neighbor Pharmacies for the 7th year in a row. With curbside pickup for all of your prescription, allergy, or even multivitamin needs. Or come in and pull up a stool while you shop, or just visit downtown and treat yourself to something extra tasty or sweet. Where locally owned means a more personal, reliable, and friendly pharmacy. Fraser's Prater Drug.
Yeah, I'm so ready to go.
I can't believe we're graduating, guys.
Well, at least this won't be the last time we see each other.
Yes, we'll all be together again at our 10-year class reunion.
And I can't wait.
Come on, guys, let's take a picture so we'll have it at our class reunion.
3, 2, 1.
Don't leave your friends standing alone at your class reunion. Stand up for what you think is right. Say no to drugs.
Choosing our future, staying drug free.
It's never too late to talk with your parents, doctor, counselor, teacher, or another adult you can trust. For more information on drug prevention and treatment options, contact the Magoffin County Health Department at 606-349-6212.
Moving on, I had a technical issue last night and was unable to share the program on our YouTube and website channels. With that said, a quick replay of all those who filed for office here in Sagersville and Magoffin County yesterday. Yesterday being the deadline to file for nonpartisan races in the upcoming November general election. And as I covered for you last night, the deadline yesterday evening or afternoon at 4, there were 8 filing for the 6 seats of Sagersville City Council, 5 for the 4 seats of Magoffin County Soil and Water Conservation, and 3 seats up this coming November for the Magoffin County Board of Education. We will begin with Sagersville City Council candidates. The 6 current council persons all have refiled: Patricia Frazier, Darrell Arnett, Tex Holbrook, Phyllis Howard, Paul Montgomery, and Colin Ray Jackson, all currently sitting on the Sagersville City Council. 2 other names have been added to the mix for a total of 8. Running for the 6 seats, Paula Hall and Margaret Arnett of Sagersville. Again, 8 people vying for the 6 seats of Sagersville City Council. Going on to Soil and Water Conservation, 5 have filed, 4 seats are available. The 5 individuals who are seeking them: James E. Holliday, or at least one of them, James E. Holliday, Jackie L. Minix, Nicholas Stevens, Ryan Reisner, and Debbie Helton. The Magoffin County Board of Education has 3 seats up for grabs this November. District 2, 3, and 5, all are current members, all are unopposed. Makes for some easy math. In District 2, Jimmy Gullett. District 3, Douglas Wireman. District 5, Doug Collinsworth. All assured they will keep their seats on the Magoffin County Board of Education. As I mentioned, Trail Days this weekend, and it's days plural. It's a third annual event. They're doubling up this time because it's going to take at least 2 days to get through it. The third annual Trail Days event is action-packed, and there's something for everyone, and I do mean everyone, regardless of what your interests are. There is something for you. This Friday, Island Time Paddle at the lake, Fisherman's Trail Walk, floating popsicle stick boat, and strawberry s'mores. Paintsville Lake Pontoon Ride. They're having a square dance this year. And another cool thing they're adding this year is Orienteering 101. This is a challenge where you get to get a map and a compass, and you got to find your way through some Paintsville and Johnson County's most beautiful landscape. And on Saturday, the Jenny Wiley Falls at Little Mud Lick History Hike, the Tree Full of Wonder Story Walk at Thialka Park, Water Obstacle Course at Thialka Park, Create Your Own Stepping Stone at Thialka, the Paintsville Historic Guided Walking Tour, the Kiwanis Trail Walk, the Cross the County Cruise, Edible Wildflowers at the Planet Trail, the Alpaca Adventure Hike, the Paint Creek Trail Ride at Oil Springs Station Number 2, and the Night Ride at the First Frontier Appalachian Trails Trailhead. You can register for a lot of this online, and you can do so by going to PaintsvilleTourism.com or find them on their social media pages. And another festival coming up here in McGoffin County. Yesterday I announced to you that the 21st annual McGoffin County Community Day Festival has been set. Today, the city and county governments have announced the 4th of July plans. 4th of July this year falling on a Thursday, with the festivities to begin the Friday before and then pick up or resume the Friday after the 4th of July. Yes, a big FYI, so you can start making those summer plans. 4th of July is going to be celebrated here in Sagersville and McGoffin County. Actually starting Friday, June the 28th with the firecracker pageants at the cabins at 6:30. Then we'll have a few days until the next Friday, which will be the 5th. And then they'll have the opening of the farmers market from 3 to 6, which has become a traditional happening that night. 6 to 9 in the Sagersville City Park. They're going to have party time inflatables. 7 o'clock, they'll have Watermelon Social, live music with Zoe Howard and Yellow Line and the Troy Burchett Band, a cornhole tournament, a lot of kids' games, a free painting class. Bring a chair. Plan to stay the evening on Friday night in downtown Sagersville with the Watermelon Social. Going to be a great time and a lot of great fun things for everyone. Saturday, starting at 11, our DAV will have a flag-raising ceremony at the Veterans Memorial. 1 o'clock, the 4th of July parade. Grand Marshals this year, to no surprise, perhaps the 15th Region Champion McGoffin County Hornets. ATVs will be allowed to ride through if they're decorated in some fashion for 4th of July. 6 to 9, Saturday night on the 6th at City Park. More party time inflatables, live entertainment, and then fireworks set to go off literally over Sagersville at around 9:30 that night. Now to tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau calendar. Ramey Pool is open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, noon till 5. Nights for parties, you can rent it from 6 to 10, weekends 2 to 10. The number to call to find out about making reservations for parties, 349-5102. I spoke with McGoffin County Judge Executive Matt Wireman earlier today. They're also going to not just necessarily stick it directly to that Monday, Wednesday, Friday, that if it's rained out on Monday, they'll try to open on Tuesday. If it's rained out on Wednesday, they'll try to open Thursday to try to still get those 3 days of swimming in each week. And we're having to dodge showers quite a bit, so that's good call. Revival starting this coming Monday at, I don't have the name on there. My apologies. At the Sagersville Pentecostal Church of Christ on East Maple Street. I'll add that tomorrow. They have got more than a week's long events of scheduled special singing and services nightly at 7 for Revival. They hope that you will join them. At, again, the Sagersville Pentecostal Church of Christ, just above the newsroom here on Route 40. The Water into Wine Food Pantry will be back in action and serving their clients and customers Wednesday the 19th for their second and last regular commodity day of the month, and Thursday the 20th for senior commodity day. Remember, summer hours are in effect. It is now 8 to 10 for all events. Vacation Bible School coming up at the Licking River Baptist Church, June the 24th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. They hope that you will join them. This is for babies all the way to the kids up in 12th grade. Please join them for Vacation Bible School, 6 to 8:30, June the 24th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. That's it for the calendar tonight, which gives me time to remind you to join it whenever you have something you want everyone to know about. All you have to do is tell me so I can tell everyone else, and of course that includes those wonderful birthday and anniversary wishes that I so love to pass along. Turning to obituary listings tonight, services have now been set for 53-year-old Laura Jean Howard of Sayersville. She passed away yesterday at Cabell Huntington, the daughter of the late Vance Howard and Donetta Howard Hamner. She's survived by her mother, sister Michelle Conley, and brothers Daniel, Corey, David, Curtis, and Casey Howard, and a host of aunts, uncles, and cousins, and family and friends. Services start Saturday at 1 from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Visitation will be this Friday evening from 5 until 9. And a reminder, services will be held tomorrow morning at 11 at Jones and Preston Funeral Home for 76-year-old Phyllis Carol Kreider Burchett, who passed away on the 2nd, survived by a son, 4 brothers, and 2 sisters. And lastly, services at Jones and Preston this Friday afternoon at 2 for 65-year-old Ronnie Dye of Flat Gap, who passed away Saturday, survived by 2 sons, a stepson, 3 stepdaughters, his brother, 3 sisters, 7 grandkids, and 1 great-grandchild. Dies in the U.S. every 7 minutes from an overdose, and over half of the population gets or takes pills from a friend or a relative. And about 46 million and counting are exposed to narcotics in their drinking water. So don't toss them, flush them, or leave them lying around. Safely dispose of your unneeded meds anytime at Parkway Pharmacy,
where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
Spring isn't the only season here. It's also senior season. It's a season for love, a season for Jesus, and a season to shop local at the Seasonal Shop. With spring colors, styles, and fashions by Charlie Page and Simply Southern, and more of your favorites, new arrivals in bags and totes and jewelry and more. And they've got everything lemon lavender, spa essentials for a little at-home pampering. And from simple to chinoiserie, must-see home decor is at the Seasonal Shop in downtown Sayersville. There where every day starts, it's made, and it ends. From hitting the floor to hitting the road and back, your feet carry the day's duties. And if you're hurting from what might be a work or sports or stress-related fracture you don't even know about, diabetic, or that all too often heel pain that just won't go away, or any type of pain or discomfort or in need of wound care, come to where they care.
Put your best foot forward and come visit our podiatry team. We care about our patients and their feet.
That's Dr. Cheney and her team at Hope Family Podiatry Center next to Hope Family Pediatrics on the Mountain Parkway.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Raise your hands. Who thinks math is hard? Now, who thinks feeding a family of 4, 6, 8, or 10 is even harder? Well, so do we. Welcome to Math and a Meal Made Easy. Did you know you can get a family meal deal at your Sayersville Lee's for as low as $4.61 a person with bone-in chicken, $4.15 a person with our famous strips? That's chicken sides and biscuits. Count to 100? Thank a math teacher. Feed a family for less? Come to your Sayersville Lee's. I want to take a few moments and congratulate and wish our best to a lot of our outstanding students in a lot of sports and academics activities. And we'll begin with tennis. School's over, but competition continues in a lot of different areas. First off, we wish to congratulate McKenna Cottle, who was being congratulated earlier today by her tennis coach Larry David Howard for competing in the KHSAA Girls Tennis State Tournament for the 2nd year in a row. McKenna is going to Pikeville College in the fall and has an offer to play tennis there at the collegiate level. We wish her luck. Colton Vallandigham and Zane Whitaker competed in the KHSAA men's tennis tournament on the state level this year, the 2nd straight year they have advanced to the state tournament. We wish to congratulate both of these young men. To Miss Abby Bradley. She competed and finished 6th in the Kentucky High School Athletic Association 2-8 state championship in the shot put competition. Abby is ranked 5th in the state and finished 6th in the state 2A. A sincere congratulations to Miss Abby. Wow, job well done. Now for some outstanding middle school students who are on the road right now traveling to represent us very, very well. That's the academic team Future Problem Solvers from Harold Whitaker. They've already pulled out today and are competing tomorrow at Indiana University. This is after placing 9th in the state, the first time to ever have finished that high and place at state, much less 9th, and they got a bid to the Nationals, and that's where they are. Finley Rudd, Ellie Allen, John Martin Conley, Jacob Allen, and Sam Montgomery, congratulations and good luck to all. And to all of the Harold Whitaker Middle School archery team, they are on the road down in Daytona in the Worlds competition. They shoot tomorrow. They will get their results Saturday. One of the first teams to shoot. We're anxious to hear how well they do. The entire middle school archery team got a bid and an invite to Worlds. A number of individuals as well, of course, including Luke Montgomery, who's a regional state champ and now hopes to add a world champ to his resume. Several other individuals and several from the Magoffin County High School and an archer from North Magoffin also got invited to Worlds. Now let's talk about some current and future weather data. Topped out at 79 even degrees here in downtown Sayersville today. 77 our current temperature outside the Your News Today and Sayersville Independent offices and studios. Winds westerly, had one at 3, got one at 5 right then. Peaked with an 11 mile per hour gust earlier. Humidity up, as you can imagine, 80%. Rain, we logged almost exactly 3/4 of an inch of rain during this event during today's time. Sunrise at 6:12 and sunset at 8:52. And we're getting a break from the showers, the longest one that I think we've had for a day or two, because as you can see, a lot of action has happened and is pulling on off to our north and the east, and that leaves right now little to be seen behind it. I'm not going to go out on a limb and say there's not going to be a few little spots pop up, but right now we are going to get a bit of a break and see some partly cloudy skies, I think, for the next few hours. The forecast calling for a chance of showers and thunderstorms again after 11 o'clock should be our next round, and it's a 70% likelihood. Winds still out of the west-southwest up to 17 miles per hour at times, so it's not over. Like I said, it's just a break in the action for now. For your Thursday, chance of showers and thunderstorms before 10 and lingering thereafter. A 30% early, a 20% late. Not a great one tomorrow. Not as great as what we had today, certainly. So your Thursday is going to be becoming sunny after some pretty good clouds in the morning and 82 degrees. And with that, a slight chance of some showers and not so many thunderstorms as the day progresses. Just some showers. That takes us into, believe it or not, a few dry days, the likes of which we haven't seen for a few. Friday, cooler air, however, 76 for your high, 50 that night, some fog at the onset of Friday, and then sunny thereafter. Winds still, this front rolling through, you'll see them up to 20, 22 miles per hour at times on your Friday. First half of the weekend still below the 80-degree mark easily. Mid-70s again, mostly sunny, 59 for nighttime lows. Clouds will be on the increase Saturday night, not making anything, but our next shower chances will be following that into the latter half of your weekend and thereon. So there's one of the better parts of your 7-day. Tomorrow, not all that bad. Some lingering showers that will start to wane, and then a couple of dry days thereafter. Sunday's not going to be a washout by any stretch of the imagination, but it's going to be pretty consistent from there on as far as the pattern goes. As you see, 75, partly sunny on your Sunday, a 40% chance of showers and storms. Almost ditto for your Monday. Well, that's as close to a ditto as you can get, just about. 1 degree off there in your nighttime lows. Monday the same as Sunday, mostly sunny, a 40% chance. Upper 70s by Tuesday of next week at 79, a lesser 20% chance of showers with mostly sunny skies. We might make it back to the 80s by a degree or so by this time next week. After, of course, we do see another 82-degree day possibly on your tomorrow. Wednesday of next week looks to be 81, mostly sunny, and still that lingering chance of some showers and storms, estimated to be right around 20%. So again, not all that bad. And that's a wrap for tonight, with the exception of saying be sure to get you a copy of tomorrow's edition of the Sagersville Independent as soon as possible. And I'll see you back here after hopefully what will be a wonderful read for the next show. Thank you for being here.